quietly in the Cumbrian countryside, surrounded by old trees and open fields, stands one of the county's most remarkable homes. A place that's been lived in, worked in, and cared for more than 700 years. This is Levens Hall, part fortress, part family home, and still very much alive. The story begins in the 1200s when de Redman family built a small fortified tower here, one of the many pele towers that once stood along England's northern border. These towers were built for protection, not comfort. Their thick stone walls and narrow windows tell of a time when raids and skirmishes were part of life. That medieval tower still forms the heart of Levens Hall today, hidden within the later house. Over the centuries, the walls were extended, rooms added, and the old stronghold slowly became a home. In the 1570s, the Bellingham family transformed Levens Hall. They turned the old defensive tower into a grand Elizabethan home, adding new wings, carved oak panelling and ornate plaster ceilings. Much of what you see inside still dates from that time. The drawing room, the staircases and the great dining hall all carry the look and feel of the late 1500s. It's a house built to impress, but also to last. Even today, the craftsmanship feels personal. You can almost sense the people who lived and worked here more than 4 centuries ago. About a century later, Levens entered a new chapter. In 1688, Colonel James Grahme bought the estate after serving as a keeper of the Privy Purse to King James II. He brought with him a French garden designer, Guillaume Beaumont, whose ideas would completely transform the grounds. Together they created something remarkable, a formal topiary garden that has survived almost unchanged since the 1690s. The clipped yews and box trees are shaped into peacocks, chess pieces and abstract forms, living sculptures that change slightly with each season but never lose their rhythm. It's thought to be the oldest topiary garden in the world, still virtually maintained to its original design. A living piece of art shaped by patience and skill and handed down through generations. From above you really see how everything connects, the gardens, the hall and the wider Cumbrian landscape around it. After Colonel Grahme, Levens passed to the Howard family and then in 1783 to the Bagot family, who still live here today. That's more than 2 centuries of one family caring for the same house and gardens. Inside, Levens is full of detail. The drawing room is lined with oaken portraits that have watched over the family for centuries. The dining room still feels ready for a formal supper. These rooms carry the weight of history, yet they remain warm, welcoming, and lived in. The staircase winds up past plaster ceilings and leaded windows to the upper floors, where the bedrooms feel quietly timeless. It's still a working home as well as a visitor attraction, and that's what makes Levens special. It isn't frozen in time, it's quietly evolved with each generation, balancing history with everyday life. At the edge of the gardens you'll find the cafe and gift shop, simple, welcoming spaces where you can pause for a moment, take in the view and reflect on what you've seen. Levens Hall isn't a museum or a forgotten ruin. It's a living link to the past, still growing, still cared for, still alive. Levens